I'm Gina.
I'm Christina,
and we're the
Gorgeous
Geeks.
and we're here today to talk about Sucker Punch. Yeah,
I can't.
that's my punch.
I've heard people say that they either loved it or they hated it. I liked it.
I liked it.
Yeah, I really
liked
liked it. This was a movie that I was pumped to see ever since last year's Comic-Con. Like, even with Thor and, Green Lantern and everything coming out. I'm like, what is this Sucker Punch? I looked at the trailer, I'm like, this looks awesome.
Yeah.
Dragons and anime-like girls and robots and Nazis and, like...
Well, that's one thing, one of our sisters asked us, are they going to like it? And I said, well, if you like anime, then I think you should like the movie. Because it's shot just like an anime movie.
Yeah.
I love the cinematography, the camera action of this film.
Even from the opening scene when nothing had just really happened yet.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I can just tell this is going to be directed really well
shots,
just from the shots.
and everything.
Even the opening song with the Sweet Dreams, which was actually Emily Browning singing in the movie.
Oh, that was her?
Yeah, that was her. I like the whole soundtrack of the movie. Usually I really
really
like
cool.
for movies to make their own music and listen to the score that way by what they come up with the film, but I liked all the music that they had in it. It was always appropriate. And I think Zack Snyder, I love his work. I think he's a creative genius.
Yeah,
I thought it was visually stunning.
Yeah, it was. I loved the costumes, the colors, the lighting.
Yeah, some of the horses were cute.
Some of those
courses are cute.
Yeah, they had on a couple of outfits I wouldn't. Well, at least part of the outfits I wouldn't have mind wearing the corsets.
Well,
yeah.
Well, they're modest though, but
pieces
some
of
cute stuff.
Yeah,
there were some cute things in there. It was very original. I mean we've seen movies where you're going in like a dream world or a warped reality or type thing, but how it was just done was just really good. I've heard some people say they were confused. I don't really see how you can be confused by it if you pay attention. Some people said that they just didn't like because I guess it was kind of depressing. But there's kind of a twist in there that if you understand the twist,
but see,
then I don't see it as depressing.
But I think part of it is that people wasn't paying attention to the narration at the beginning of the film.
Yeah, if you pay
attention to narration at the beginning of the film, then you wouldn't be. Then when it came to the end, it was just kind of like, oh,
okay. That
even
makes
the
sense.
narration at the beginning of the film was really, really great. I love the writing of it.
Yeah.
I really, really, really enjoyed it. I can't wait to see Man of Steel, and I'm just really excited.
The writing was great. The actors all did a very good job.
Yeah.
Very fantastic. Even the characters were very like anime. Like usually the star of the show was kind of shorter than the rest of them, and then there's like the tall, like sisterly, motherly type that's tall and has long hair and a deeper voice than all the other girls. I mean, it was just all the characters. They're even like sometimes you see in animes like there's just some fat perverted slob of a guy.
Yeah.
That's into girls, and that was in there. I mean, it was very. It felt like it was anime come to life. And
it really, really was.
Really
yeah. Yes, I at first when I walked out of it, because you know me, I like for my stuff to be happy. I like American films, American feels as far as in the sense of, and I know other countries talk about American films in the sense of like the good guy always wins and it's always like perfectly wrapped at the end. That's how I kind of like how I like my movies, because like for me, when I go to a movie, I know sometimes the real world sucks and it isn't fair. When I go to a movie and I want to pay to escape, I want to feel good when I come out in the end. And so when I came out the show, it was just kind of like I didn't know how I felt. But then I have to think about it. Just kind of like, I liked it. I love the direction, the cinematography. I mean, it was as far as film goes and how it was shot, everything. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful work of art, the storyline and everything. I just
like every pause is like a poster.
Yeah.
It was really cool. And the fighting sequences in there were actually pretty cool.
Right.
And the only thing though I don't like when there's too much slow motion, and I thought at times.
I was
There
prepared
too
for
much
it because
for
I was prepared for it because once I saw it was like anime, like it wouldn't be anime like if there wasn't pauses in the slow motion in the fighting.
I think like in Baby Doll's first fight scene, I thought there was too much slow motion in that fight scene.
It didn't bother me whatsoever. I didn't even pay attention to it really. I didn't.
It was the
faze me at
third
all.
one that was, because the first one was like, well, actually maybe it was all around the board with that, but
No.
I still really, really enjoyed it though, and
Yeah.
and people are like, this is just nonsense with all this stuff going on, but really not, because it's all from the world of her imagination, so
Right.
anything goes,
Right.
like,
Which is why I like a lot of other stuff, like you being 80 pounds soaking wet and beating up robots. I would probably have a problem with.
mhm.
But since it was in a dream world, it was kind of like, okay.
You know,
we'll
there
let
was
that
some
slide.
parts of it that kind of remind me of Return to Oz. Because you got the girl in the mental institution that, you know, goes to this mind world in her head or things like that. Kind of reminded me of that, you know, but not stupid
Yeah.
in parts. And so I really enjoyed it.
And
I
you got
enjoyed it a lot.
so
Yeah.
into the characters. My friend Jenna went with us to see it. She was just sitting next to me, just bawling towards the end. And then one guy, the bad guy in the movie, I was just in my seat so tense. I'm like, he has to get what's coming to him. Like, I'm like, it can't end like this.
That's true. I didn't
Right.
feel that
Yeah.
bad.
I was just waiting.
I didn't feel
Yeah.
that desire for the bad guy to die such a terrible death since I saw Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah. I did really, really, really want him to get it.
Yeah.
But overall, I would totally recommend it. And either
I
either
would
you
too.
if you love it or hate it, I would still it's not a movie you want.
a really cool thing to see.
Right,
Right.
it's not a movie that you want to wait till it comes on DVD or on demand, or you can just watch it on your TV. It's a movie that if you're going to see it at
You
any
should
point in
see
your
it
life,
at
you have
the
to see
big
it while it's
screen.
in the theaters. You know, because if you know, there's no point of watching a visually stunning movie unless you have a movie projector and surround sound in your
Yeah.
house.
Mhm.
You know, you need to go to the theaters to see the movie.
Yeah, but I did. I did like it. I did.
It didn't disappoint me at all.
No, it didn't. I didn't find it disappointing.
Actually, it went beyond my expectations
hmm
for what I thought it would be. So, anyways, tell us what you think if you've seen it. If you love it or you hate it, whatever. Comment below. I'm Katrina.
I'm Gina.
I'm Christina.
And we're the Gorgeous Geeks.